3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Mission Control for another feature-focused video. In this video, we're going to talk about PioneerDJ integration. Using the Pioneer Pro DJ Link Bridge software, you can automate BPM masters as well as preview waveforms and track details directly on the Titan console from a network-equipped Pioneer DJ system. You can either run the bridge software on the console itself or on an intermediate laptop. You need to get the console and the Pioneer equipment connected to the same network. The Pioneer equipment has some limitations with its network IP address. It cannot be set from the deck itself at this time. It either needs to be assigned an address using DHCP or using an automatic address in the range of 169.x.x.x. While using a DHCP server is not required, I found it to be more stable and best to use the 169.172.x.x range for the DHCP server, particularly in the PC suite. In either method, set the interface to use the DHCP in the network settings. This means that if you're already using networking to control the lights, i.e. ArtNet or streaming ACN, things can get a bit complicated as many lighting products cannot use that address range. If using ArtNet or streaming ACN, it is best to use one port for those and the other for the Pioneer DJ linking. If using a console computer with one Ethernet port, it may be best to use a USB to gigabit Ethernet adapter for the second network. The network should be all gigabit capable for the best results. On the Arena, you can use the built-in network switch. You will need to next run the Pro DJ Link Bridge software. These can be run on the console or PC using the PC suite or on a secondary computer. On the console, run the Pro DJ Link software from the Tools, Additional Programs menu on the console. You can also set the bridge software to run automatically when the console powers up by using the Tools, Control Panel, Run on Startup menu option. This is useful in club environments where the console is always linked. On the PC suite, use the desktop shortcut or from the Windows Start menu. Once you have the DJ Link Bridge running, note the following. Check the DJ Pro Link and the TCNet that it is using the correct interface, the network adapter. Auto may work fine. I find it best to check and set it to manually. On the bottom, you should see the mixers and any CDJs connected. These must be either CDJ 2000 Nexus 2 or 2 or 1 players, or DJM 900 Nexus 2 or 2 or 1 mixers. This is a limitation by Pioneer and not Avolites. Do not close the DJ Link software. It must be left running in the background for the feature to function. So let's take a look at that. Here I have the Pro DJ Link Bridge software open already. If I click on the Pro DJ Link, I can see the link info, its status, the NIC card it is using, and devices that are on the network. I can see the link devices, in this case, DJM 900 and 2 CDJ 2000s. I can also see the interface I'm using on this computer, and I can set the Pro DJ Link mode to always on or auto, and we'll go ahead and leave that on auto. And we can see that we've already selected our interface for the correct one. And on TCNet, we can see the same items. Down on the bottom here, we can see that the link is active to the mixer. There's traffic being passed around the network. We can see that the DJM 900 is connected, as well as the 2 CDJs, which one is currently the master, and that they are both currently paused and not actually playing. If we start one playing, we can see that's now playing, and same with our other one, or we can pause them again. Once you have the DJ Link Bridge running and ready, you can open the Pioneer DJ workspace window in Titan. Here you can see the following, and these can be turned on or off in the context menu. The big and small waveforms, the track details such as the name and artist, a status bar of the connected mixers and players. You can set the zoom of the big waveform, and you can change the window's layout. You also have the Assign Triggers button. This opens the Triggers workspace to assign the BPM link to the BPM masters. You can also see the BPM of the track, the total time, and the time remaining, and which player is currently the master, as well as disable and enable the BPM masters. To see waveforms and other details, the tracks must have been run through the Record Box software from Pioneer if using a USB stick, or the player is connected to the Record Box software through USB. So let's see that in action. Here I have the Titan Go interface on version 13. If I go ahead and open up my Pioneer DJ workspace, I can see here my two players, as well as their track information, their BPM, the status that it is paused, the time that is played in, and the time remaining. Same thing for my second deck. Down here at the bottom, I can see that I have the DJM 900 connected, as well as the two CD DJs. If we go ahead and click in our context menu, remember that on the Titan Go interface on Sapphire, it's going to be the 4 lines button here. If we were on a console, it would be just to the left of soft keys B and C, so it would be right about here. In that, we can see I turn our big waveform on and off. If I turn it off, we can see that it now just has the small waveform. I can do the same thing with the small waveform and turn it off. And also turn them both back on. If I don't want to see the track's names and artists, I can turn that off also. I can also turn off the status bar down at the bottom if I don't want to see that. I can also set the zoom level of our big waveform, so I can zoom it down to 10%, 25%, 50%, 75%, or 100%, so how much of the track I can see at the time. We can also change the layout, change it from full to master. So you can show it which players being the master. If we have it clicked here, it just went to 1 to default. If we went back to our full and set it to 2, and changed our layout back to master, we see that we have number 2 being shown now. We can also do the condensed layout, which will show us the waveform for whatever player is set as master. So if we change it to master 1, we see that it now has 1 shown its waveforms, or we switch back to 2 and have its waveforms. So you see that if we start playing our tracks, we can see that they are now switched to playing, as well as their BPM. If we speed up or slow down the BPM, we can see that it slows down or speeds back up. And the same thing on player 1. We can slow it down or speed it back up. We have the ability to enable or disable the BPM triggers. So let's see a little bit of this in action. So we'll go ahead and put up capture and Titan at the same time, and we'll run through these playbacks that are currently not running off of the BPM triggers since they are turned off. See our first one here, we've got just a standard gobo chase, nothing very fancy. Here we've got just a little position chase. And here we have a keyframe shape with a simple flyout. So first thing we want to do is go ahead and assign a BPM master in addition to the ones I already have here. So we can do that. We can go ahead and hit record, then create master, then BPM, and we'll choose BPM master 4 today. And we'll go ahead and assign it here. And we can see that it is set for 60 BPM with a multiplier of 1 currently, because that is the default. And we'll exit out of this menu. We'll then need to assign a trigger to control that BPM master. So we go ahead and click in our context menu again here and click Assign Triggers. We can either add a new mapping or use an existing one. We'll use an existing one in this case. And we'll go ahead and hit the plus button down here to add a trigger. We'll set our trigger type to item. And then we'll select our BPM master. And then hit OK. And then when we can set its different types, we can set it to choose which we want to listen to, either the deck, the master, deck 1, 2, 3, or 4. We'll use the master for this one. And we'll go ahead and hit add. And you see that now added to the list, I have a type PioneerDJ. Stimulus is the master. It sets the BPM of BPM master 4, as well as I have 2 others already here for deck 1 and deck 2 doing BPM master 1 and BPM master 2. We can go ahead and exit out of this menu, and then we'll go ahead and turn on our BPM triggers by turning it on here. And we'll start playing one of our tracks just to get some BPM going for it. We see here now the BPM here matches the BPM here. If I slow the BPM down, we can see that it slows the BPM down on my master. And if I speed it up, it speeds up. If I had a console with flying faders, such as a Sapphire Touch, they would actually move along with this BPM change. The next thing we need to do is we need to tell our chase to listen to this BPM master. So we'll go and do playback options, select our chase, go to the Effects tab, Speed Source, and set it to BPM Master 4. And then exit out of this menu. Now this chase will know to listen to this BPM master. So let's go ahead and set our master to deck 1, and then we'll change tracks on it. And we see now that our track label has changed with the BPM of this particular track and its track length. So we go ahead and hit play on it. And now we can hear it. And if we fire our chase up here, we can see that it's following the BPM. If we slow the BPM down, we see that our chase slows down. If we speed it up, we can see that our gobo chase speeds up. Using a multiplier with BPM Master can be very handy. So we see here, I've got BPM Master 1 and 2, which are actually already assigned to these two playbacks. If I go ahead and start playing on track 1, and then fire my chase here, I can see that it runs a little fast, but if I set my divisor to say a /4, might be a little too slow, so let's try it with a /2. And see that works out very, very well. It's not just chases we can control with these, we can also control effects. As you see here, I've got an effect recorded on this fader here and assigned to BPM Master 2. So that if we go ahead and start playing our track and bring up our cue, we can slow it down if we wish, or speed it back up using the multiplier. This, of course, if we slow the BPM down on the CDJ, it slows down on our console. Or speed it up, it works also. Even if we go to comically fast speeds. So that's Pioneer integration into version 13 of Titan. I hope you learned something. Please subscribe and see you next time. Bye.
Wheel stop.
Roger, wheel stop, Discovery. Welcome back. A great ending to the new beginning.